Palantir's stock price has been roaring higher in recent weeks, and that's attracting a lot of investors to Palantir stock. If you're one of those investors that are becoming interested in Palantir stock, here's a few things you should know.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
So one of the more interesting recent developments with Palantir is that it is re-accelerating revenue growth. What that means is that the rate of growth of revenue is increasing. So not only is revenue increasing, but that rate of growth is increasing. And that second derivative is important for investors. Revenue growth in its latest quarter accelerated to 27% year over year, and that exceeded the high end of their prior guidance by 5%. That led the company to increase their full year revenue expectations, meaning that they were expecting a certain amount of revenue in 2024, and now they're expecting more than that because the start of the year has gone so well for Palantir that it had to lift expectations for the rest of the year. And so they delivered these tremendous top line results while expanding their adjusted operating margin to 37%. And they now have delivered 7 consecutive quarters of profitability on the bottom line. For 20 years, or roughly 20 years, Palantir didn't achieve profitability on the bottom line. And now it's been almost 2 years, or 7 quarters, 8 quarters will be 2 years, where Palantir has delivered profitability on the bottom line. That was a major milestone, and one that many investors were skeptical Palantir could ever deliver. And they delivered that. And they delivered that while also accelerating revenue growth on the top line. So this excellent performance is partly why Palantir stock price is increasing so much and why many more investors are becoming interested in Palantir stock. Now, if you've been following Palantir stock like I have for several years, you'll know that Palantir services are expensive, and so it doesn't have too many customers, but each customer pays a lot of money for Palantir service. In its latest quarter, customer count grew 41% year over year to 593 customers. The trailing 12-month revenue from their top 20 customers increased by 9% to $57 million per customer for the top 20 customers. And that's usually a good indication. If your top customers are spending more with you and increasing the amount they're spending with you, it's good evidence that they're getting a good value. Because if they weren't getting a good value in return for what they're spending, they wouldn't increase their spending with you. They would cut, pause, or switch to another company. And this is a fundamental success factor for businesses longer term. What is the customer value proposition? Do customers feel like they're getting good value at the price that they are paying? And can you deliver that great customer value while also generating reasonable profits on the bottom line? Because if you think about it, it's really easy to deliver great customer value if you're willing to absorb losses on the bottom line. I could create a product that costs me $1,000 to create, and I could sell it for $50, and my customers would be thrilled. They would be ecstatic. They would want to keep coming back and buying more. But I would soon go out of business because I can't continue spending $1,000 and selling it for $50. That's an equation that can't last very long. It's not sustainable. So the difficulty, the challenge in business is to create a product that customers like and want, and at the same time to deliver that product efficiently, effectively, where you can generate profits in that exchange. That's what Palantir has delivered in the last 2 years. They're delivering an excellent customer value, and at the same time, they're generating profits on the bottom line. So that's a recipe for success, and Palantir and its stock price has reflected that success in recent quarters. So not only is Palantir's revenue growing, but their backlog is also increasing. The orders for future performance is also increasing. Their second quarter commercial total contract book was $377 million, representing 31% year over year growth. And that 31% growth is faster than the latest quarter's revenue growth, signaling that revenue growth is likely to continue accelerating for Palantir. Their second quarter US commercial revenue grew by 55% year over year. And this is an area that can unlock massive potential for Palantir stock investors because there are so many more businesses in the world than there are governments. And you probably know, if you've been following Palantir stock, that Palantir has gained great traction with government business, especially US and its allies. They hire Palantir extensively for its services. And so its business with governments has been great. The big question mark with Palantir and Palantir stock investors is, can it make inroads with businesses? Because its services are so expensive, can businesses afford Palantir's services? Can Palantir deliver service that is so great and such high value that businesses would be willing to spend a large percentage of their budgets on Palantir services? And what we've seen in recent quarters is the answer to that question looks like it's a yes. It looks like businesses are coming to realize that even though Palantir services are expensive, they are worthwhile. And if you're a business and you can spend $50 million on something that's going to bring you back $75 million, you're happy to make that investment. Even though you're saying, wow, $50 million is a lot of money, but it's bringing you $75 million. So it's a 50% return on investment. It's a no-brainer for most businesses. And so as long as Palantir can demonstrate they are delivering value in excess of what they are charging, I think Palantir will continue making inroads in businesses and continue working their way down to smaller scale businesses. Right now, only the largest enterprises are hiring Palantir. But as they continue demonstrating success, I think they can make inroads in smaller scale businesses that would be willing to spend a larger percentage of their budgets on its service, because they'll grow increasingly confident that the return on investment will make it worthwhile. So in the second quarter, they booked $262 million of US commercial total contract value. And that represented a whopping 152% growth year over year. And this recent acceleration of Palantir's success in business has come on the back of a new go-to-market strategy. A go-to-market strategy where Palantir goes to these businesses and offers them boot camps and pilot programs where they demonstrate what they can do for the business. And the business, after seeing these results, these initial results, they feel more confident in actually paying for Palantir services. So it's kind of like a free trial. Think of like, remember back when Netflix used to offer you a 1 week or 1 month free trial? It's something like that, where Palantir will go in, offer a free trial of its service, demonstrate the capabilities, and then afterwards sell its service to the business once they demonstrate what it can do. And it's been working. It's been working very well, as evidenced by this growth in commercial revenue and the growth in commercial contract value signings that we see here, 152% growth. So if you were interested in Palantir stock, these were factors that at the very least you should know. There's a lot more you should know about Palantir stock, and I've got dozens and dozens of videos analyzing Palantir stock on my channel. So feel free to watch as you wish, and I hope to see you again soon. Did you know that over 90% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed? It'll really help support my channel if you hit that subscribe button. And oh, by the way, one of the benefits of being subscribed is that I take requests from subscribers more often than I do from non-subscribers. So if you prefer that benefit, please subscribe to the channel.